Oh no, a bunch of very scary spiders. Let me run away. I'm running. Oh no, a secret trap. So, I'm going to show you how to make a simple, basic floor trap like this, which can also serve as a secret staircase. Okay, so here you can see the piston setup without the hallway and floor on top of it. As you can see, we have some sticky pistons, which are always being powered. They're coming down to this inverter switch right here, and there's a block on top of them. Originally, I was setting this up to have a pressure plate on top of it, so when you step on it, it switches the power. And then I changed it to use a tripwire hook right there. So when this tripwire hook gets powered, it powers the redstone underneath it, which then runs and flips this inverter. And if you noticed, this piston didn't power because I made a mistake, and this block is powered, so it's keeping this piston extended. So, first thing we're going to need for this particular setup is a big hole, although you probably want to dig the hole at the end of the setup so you don't accidentally fall into it. So now let's see how to build this. First, you want to know what you're going to be building, what kind of trap, what size, what distance. So to build what we did there, I'm going to dig out a short section here, 2 blocks wide and 2 blocks deep. So this is the section that I need, and we're going to go around this. So I'll mark this so I know these are the center so I don't lose track. And then come down inside. So you're going to want to dig 3 blocks out. And now we have a nice big space to work with. So here we still have our center marked, and not right under the center, but we're going to go 2 blocks over and put our pistons. Now the pistons are out that far because they need to stay extended. Behind the pistons we're going to put these repeaters, and we'll actually need some more space. And then behind the repeaters, of course, will be some redstone to power them. So next up, we'll need some sort of a trigger. So we're going to dig out some more area to lay redstone wiring. Okay, so now you can see we have a nice little setup dug out here, and it's set up enough that we can sort of test it. Put a pressure plate here, and it'll power everything, and the pistons will extend. Beautiful. So the next thing is that we need these pistons to stay extended when we're not using them. Now we need an inverter for that, because we can put a torch here, but then we don't have a way to switch it off. So an inverter is a block like this, and a torch on the side. And what happens with an inverter is that when you give it power, when you power the block that the torch is on, it's going to turn that torch off, and then the piston will retract. So now that we know we need an inverter, we'll come over to the center and we'll set up a switch for this. So I'm going to dig down these 4 blocks, and I'm actually going to go down a couple more here. Place redstone on top of these 2 blocks, and a torch down there to be our inverter. And we'll complete this circuit here, and you'll see everything is powered. And we can go ahead and cover that back up. So the only place you're going to have a problem with that falling sand is right above this torch. And there's a variety of ways you can hide that, but I'm just going to show you the simple wiring and you can do the embellishments yourself. And now we can start covering this all up. And we need to remember to put our pressure plate right here. So the pressure plate is going to activate this redstone, which will power the inverter, and we can place one on the other side as well. So now you'll see I have everything covered up. I use sandstone over here, but actual sand will work. It won't fall through. We need to actually dig the hole. And then we place blocks onto the sticky pistons, and then cover the extended piston arms, and then we fill in the middle, and you need to make sure obviously that this is placed with sand or gravel or something that will fall when it's opened. And there we have our little trap. So you can see it would be pretty easy to turn this into a hidden staircase that opens up and lets you go down. You'll just want to put a delay on those repeaters so that you have enough time to walk through. So that is how to create a trapped floor or a hidden staircase in Minecraft.